As Marsa's critic on this one, I will fire back about this. You call me autistic, and to be autistic is to sometimes struggle to socialize with other people and to lack social graces. Well, I would argue that what failed here is not my own social graces, but yours, Marsa. A direct response in this stupid conversation that you foisted upon me in a completely unwilling fashion. In this, and so I have so very much to say about this disgraceful conversation in the first place, and that it transpired at all about how completely socially inept you must be to have left such a response to me in the first place. Everybody knows this on some level, and yet it continues to happen. There are people that continue to do it. Why unsolicited advice makes us angry. When someone starts to give me unsolicited advice, I feel tension in my tummy. It's a sign that the advice is more about the person giving it than about me. In Professor Peter Gray's book, Free to Learn, he explains how in hunter gatherer tribes, each person's autonomy is highly respected. That respect is extended to the children of the tribe. They view emotional unsolicited advice as a form of emotional violence. This backs up recent studies on why unsolicited advice makes us feel so uncomfortable and even angry. It seems we do indeed view it as an attack on our autonomy, and that makes sense. Giving someone advice when they haven't asked you for it is damaging because it stops the person from developing their own abilities to problem solve. It interferes with their own process and encourages codependency. Sadly, unsolicited advice tends to be about feeding the ego of the advice giver rather than actually being of service to another. When asked, most people just want someone to listen for a while as they work things through. If they want someone's opinion, they ask for it, but so many people are unable to listen to others without trying to quote fix unquote them. When someone starts giving me unsolicited advice, I stop talking immediately. If I feel the person is able to hear me, I might say thank you, but I don't need any advice. Otherwise, I'll make a mental note to never share personal stuff with that person ever again. And this is not the first person to cover this topic or to say things about your advice to me in this was not. Just tell them you have allergies. All the negative input isn't needed, especially when a woman is hungry. We don't like to hear about you throwing up. Like, grow up, that's nasty. You're gonna tell your date you got a potty too, strange. Keep bathroom habits to yourself. During conversation about food, talk about autistic. That isn't all about you and your experience, man, I swear. Frustration here. I don't have a problem with any of this. This has never been an issue. I've never done any of the things that she's going on. None of it applies in any way that's meaningful at all. It's completely projection. She's imagining I have problems that I don't actually have and putting all this shit on me. And so it's like, who hurt you? Who hurt you to the point in which you assumed that I needed to hear any of this? Anyways, a person with actual social savvy would not be offering unsolicited advice in response to the comment that I dropped. They wouldn't be doing it. So I submit that it's you who are the socially inept one and challenged one. You've already found yourself in my block list for this response. Why don't you stop and consider that maybe I, the autistic, have better social skills than you, whether or not you're neurotypical or not? Because I don't hit people with unsolicited advice. I don't do it. The only like the only times I've ever done it, I've gotten spite thrown in my face, and I really don't. Sorry that I ever did. I learned my lesson pretty quickly.